Hey, coach, it seemed like at some point in that second left, there seemed to be a lid on the basket for you guys. Seems like any type of shots you guys took, it just weren't falling in that stretch where you guys didn't score.
I mean, yeah, I think that has something to do with it. Certainly, we didn't have to take the shot that we took. We could have worked for a better shot and get something a little closer to the basket. We didn't shoot it well, and then we didn't finish well. We had some stuff around the basket, right at the rim. Maybe the length bothered us. We typically do a good job of finishing and scoring and shooting a high percentage around the paint. But today, we missed all of our easies, and then our three ball wasn't falling. But I don't know what to, contribute that to. It could have been maybe the delay of game 1 hour. Maybe that has something to do with it. But just got to continue to mature offensively and work the 30 seconds to get the best shot you possibly can get.
All right, we'll go next to Andy.
Hey, Earl, yeah, just you mentioned the delay. I was wondering if you could walk us through that for you guys. What was going on in the locker room? What do you guys do to pass the time? And have you as a coach dealt with something like that before?
Yeah, first time in 22 years, it was weird. I mean, it was weird. The tip-off is at 7. We got here an hour and 30 minutes before the game. Guys went out. They did a routine. They came back in, and then, 15 minutes before the game, right before I usually talk to them that last time before they go out to warm up, they just say, hey, look, the game's delayed. And so we sat in the locker room for an hour. We had the practice gym. Guys could go in there and shoot a little bit, sat in the locker room, and we didn't know what the situation was, that the game was canceled, was going to be played. But we played the game. I'm glad that we did. Wish we would have played a little bit better. But it was different.
All right, Dan Rubin.
Coach, coming into this game, it looked like, and I was just referencing the notes just to make sure that this was really going to be a balanced game, both for you and for Louisville, two teams that come in and try to balance things. As the game kind of progressed, it kind of felt that way as well watching it. From your perspective, how did that balance kind of play out for you, and how did you kind of notice Louisville try to transition in the balance against you?
Yeah, I mean, I just thought that the game was even all the way through. And then Noah Locke, we did a great job guarding that three-point shot first half, held him at 1 for 7. And then Noah Locke opened up the game with 3 consecutive threes right there in the middle of the half, the second half. And it just went from 4. The game was even the whole time, 2-4, 2-4, stayed at that number. And then he opened up the game with 3 threes, take it from 4 to 13. And it pretty much stayed that way the rest of the game. Again, I thought we had some guys that played hard. We just got to continue to mature offensively, and we got to continue to believe we can win these games, because there was a lot of things we did well, but our expectancy and our belief has to be higher, because I thought we could execute better, thought we could finish better. Sometimes you're going to make threes and sometimes you're not. The threes wasn't the reason we lost the game. It was more the execution and finishing around the rim. And then this in the timely manner in the middle of the second half and the guts of the game, just, getting those stops that we needed. Thought we gave them a couple of easies, where we broke down defensively, and then they made those threes. So, again, disappointing. But we'll get back, learn from it, and continue to try to build.
Go back to Andy.
You guys did a great job taking care of the ball in the first half, but then 7 turnovers in the second half, including 2 that led to back-to-back 3-point plays for them. Did you feel like that kind of tipped the scale a little bit in the second half there?
Yeah, we just lost our composure a little bit, lost our composure and poise. And obviously those turnovers, they made us pay. Again, that goes back to the offensive maturity. We just got to understand how to make good decisions. And I think the team has grown. I think the team has made a lot of strides. We just didn't see it tonight in our play. We can't point the finger to why that was, but just got to be better. Got to continue to work to try to get better. So that we can play a complete 40-minute game where we're taking care of the ball, we execute, now we're getting stops. And we haven't been able to do all of those things in the same game. So I'm just going to keep striving for that. Got to keep striving for it and keep working, try to help these guys develop and grow and continue to try to believe that we can compete and win games.
McCullough?
Coach, these struggles on the road, you feel this is just part of the process into learning how to become a better team, because winning on the road is key. And so far, you guys got one win, and some of these games have been close, and it just comes to a couple plays here and there. I feel like this is the process that these guys have to, the growing pains that these guys have to go through to understand what it takes to be a great team.
You got to be 8 points better on the road because the referees don't give you the benefit of the doubt on the road. The noise is, the crowd is loud. I don't know how many fans they had, but I would imagine it was 9,000, 12,000 fans. I mean, you got to overcome noise. You know, you really can't hear in the huddles. So you got to be able to remember, you got to retain information. You know, you got to be able to execute under pressure. You know, you just got to be focused. It takes a little bit different level to win on the road. You got to be 8 points better. And so, you know, obviously we're not there consistently yet. We are playing games close, so we're making progress, but, you know, close but no cigar. We got to try to get over the hump and see can we find a way to, you know, continue to mature enough that we can go find a way to win road games.
Okay, last one for Andy.
I want to ask about TJ Bickerstaff. Looked really involved today, 15 boards, second double-double of the season. What do you see from his performance?
Yeah, you know, TJ played hard. You know, he hasn't been able to produce at the clip that he wanted to in the last few games. You know, we've challenged him, you know, over the last couple of weeks. You know, we need him to be better for us. He helped us. I mean, 12 and 15 is a good night, you know, but he was one of the guys with the 4 for 12. You know, I thought he could have finished more around the basket. Could have been maybe an 18 and 15 night for him, you know. You know, they didn't really have a shot blocker. And, you know, I thought he could finish some more baskets. But he played a good game. He played hard. You know, played 33 minutes, did some good things. And so it was good to see him come back around.
Great. Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate it, guys.